Has your website traffic ever crashed after a Google algorithm update? Relying on organic traffic sources is great, but it can be super risky. So today I'm sharing 4 ways for you to maximize YouTube as a source of traffic for your website. Number 1, what is your call to action? Every video that you create should end with a call to action. Are you creating those? You need to tell your viewer exactly what to do next, or they're just going to do whatever they want, which might be moving on to the next video if they're choosing. A call to action, super easy, should be on your checklist when you're creating videos for YouTube. At the end of your video, for example, tell your viewer what you want them to do, and more important, why should they do it? For example, let's say that you have a free informational download in a PDF format. Tell your viewer why it's going to be really useful for them so they understand the value, and then tell them to head over to your website or click a link to your website in the description to get there. That leads us to number 2. Put a link in the description. Every video you create should have a description. You can have up to 5,000 characters to write a really compelling, optimized description that does include links. To use YouTube as a website traffic source, just go ahead and add a call to action in the description with a link. Make sure that you write the complete URL. Here's an example. Get more traffic to your blog, and then you type your URL. You can also head over to the Google URL shortener to include a much shorter URL. And number 3, clickable annotations and YouTube cards. These are my absolute favorite. YouTube annotations and cards, such a great way to provide a really simple, clickable call to action and direct viewers to your website or somewhere else. First, you'll need to set up an associated website domain in YouTube to verify and connect it to your channel. And you can check the links in the description for how to do that. What are YouTube cards? They add interactivity to your videos. Cards can point viewers to a very specific URL from a list of eligible sites that you set up, show customized images, titles, calls to action. It just depends on the card type. Cards appear on the right side of the video only. The good news is you can set them to appear at a very specific time in your video to encourage a viewer to click over to your website. Annotations work in a really similar fashion, except that they're overlays that appear anywhere you want on your video. There's a few different types of annotation overlays that you can add to your videos, and they work best when they appear at a certain point in the video where you're talking about or giving a call to action. Then the viewer can click the hyperlinked annotation to head over to your website. Here's an example. Let's say that you're talking about getting more blog traffic at minute 123. Then your annotation should appear at that point in the video and only stay on screen for about 10 seconds or so. And number 4, another favorite, end cards. YouTube end cards are a fabulous branding strategy for your channel. You create them with an image template that you then edit into your video. After you upload your video to YouTube, you add spotlight annotations, which are invisible areas to create links as overlays. Be sure that your call to action message is pretty consistent through whatever method that you use. Creating compelling calls to action using all of these methods can help you drive a lot more traffic to your website. Finding other sources of traffic is a really good practice whether you had a dip in organic Google results or not. Why? Because it's going to have a positive impact on your content marketing efforts. Head over to my website and you can download a printable PDF of these 4 ways to drive traffic to your website with YouTube. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe. I've given you 4 ways to drive more traffic to your website from YouTube. Which of these will you be implementing? Leave a comment below and I'll see you on the next video.